and welcome to my YouTube channel Accounts Acharya. Dear students, as you know, the MCQ series relating to capital and revenue is going on, and now this is the last set of capital and revenue. All of the students are cordially invited for MCQs for different types of competitive examinations, and those students who are preparing for any interviews like accountants, assistant professor, UGC net, etc. They are also can be benefited with the help of following MCQs with their fundamentals as well as questions. Dear student, without having loss of time, I am going to start this MCQ series containing 17 questions. And first question is with you. Sale of plant and machinery. Sale of plant and machinery will be capital receipts, advance receipts, revenue receipts, या none of these. Out of this, you know that plant and machinery is one of the capital assets. If we sell it, then there will be capital receipts, and your answer will be first. Capital receipts is the correct answer for this question. And next is sale of investment. Now you know it well that investment is one of the assets, either short term assets or long term assets, both are investment. So that is not arise, that will never arise revenue receipts and advance receipts, because it may be possible if you get something interest and dividend over the investment, then it can be considered as a revenue receipts. But in this case, you are selling your investment, that would arise either short term capital gain और लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन. तो आप कंसिडर कर सकते हैं कि क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकेंड का ए ऑप्शन विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर. And next question number 3 is capital introduced. Capital introduced, as you know, that under separate entity concept, business and businessman both are two different units. If capital is being received by the business, so that would be capital receipts, not a revenue receipts. Next question is loan raised in. तो लोन रेज किया गया just like capital that owner introduced to the business, so it become capital receipt. Same as if other than owner you got loan to the business, capital is also a loan from the business for the business, because it is introduced by the owner, therefore it is called capital. If any other person introduce in my business, that would be considered as a loan, so that would be the capital receipts, not revenue receipts and advance receipts. Understood? And loan may be advance receipts also. लोन एडवांस रिसिप्ट हो सकती है, और यहाँ पर कैपिटल रिसिप्ट ही कंसिडर किया जाएगा, बिकॉज we are not given any question. In this question it is not clear that it has been provided loan for getting again as a product, goods, etc. If it is provided for the goods, so that may be considered as a advance. But in this case, only loan raised, so it means long term loan raised. So that would be considered under capital receipts. Next देखिए interest received on investment. If any income generated over the capital assets, so that is called expense or income. Any income or expense raised over the assets, so that would be considered as revenue expense or revenue receipts. Right, in this question you have received interest, so that would be revenue receipts. Next question is interest accrued on investment. So interest accrued means it would be received. Interest accrued on investment, it would be received. However, it is fulfilled. Its time is fulfilled but not received up to the date of accounts. So that will be accrued. So in such condition, it is considered as a revenue receipt, not a capital receipt. Sorry, question number 6 ka B will be the correct answer. And in case of 7, cash received from debtor. So cash received from debtor is also one of revenue receipt because you sold goods to the debtor and debtor is liable to pay you. It is on behalf of your goods, not on behalf of assets. So therefore it will be revenue receipts. And question number 8, bills receivable collected. Just as question number 7, you have seen it that received from debtor same as BR received. Cash received from BR. So same debtors and bills receivable both are same and we sold goods to both of them, debtors as well as bills receivable. Bills receivable is under Instrument Act and debtors may be secured and unsecured both. However, bills receivable is one of secured advance that is received or receivable, both will be revenue receipts. Next question number 9 is sale of goods for cash. Sale of goods for cash is also considered as a revenue receipt because goods is considered with revenue. Purchase and sale are both are considered as a revenue, right? So that will be revenue receipts. Same as sale of sales will be revenue receipts and purchase will be revenue expense. नेक्स्ट देखें सेल ऑफ गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट. सेल ऑफ गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट, अब यहाँ पर कैपिटल रिसिप्ट्स है, एडवांस रिसिप्ट्स है या रेवेन्यू रिसिप्ट्स है. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सेल ऑफ गुड्स इज हाउएवर विल कंसिडर्ड एज अ रेवेन्यू और क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 में रेवेन्यू ही कंसिडर किया जाएगा. हाउएवर इट हैज नॉट बीन रिसीव्ड येट, अभी रिसीव नहीं हुआ है लेकिन इसे आप रेवेन्यू ही कंसीडर करेंगे. तो आंसर बी शुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 10. एंड नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज 11. 11 नंबर क्वेश्चन, इंश्योरेंस क्लेम फॉर स्टॉक डैमेजेज बाय फायर. अब नाउ यू गॉट इंश्योरेंस क्लेम ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ योर स्टॉक. तो ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ योर स्टॉक, either you are selling your stock, you will get revenue receipts. Either it is sold on credit, it will be revenue receipts. And here your stock is damaged and you got something claim over the damaged stock, so that would be also considered as a revenue receipts because these are the part of revenue. आप इतना समझ लें कि those expenses which are completely concerned with trading and profit and loss account, they will always be revenue. They will always be considered as revenue. Either they will be revenue expense or they will be revenue receipts. And question number 12 is very important, that insurance claim for machinery damaged by fire. Dear student, machinery is one of the capital assets and you got something claim over the machinery damaged by fire. This amount of claim will be considered as a capital receipts. Capital receipts. Same as I have already discussed in last questions, that the assets if realize something, that would be capital receipts. If assets loss, that would be capital loss. And if assets has something receipts in circulation of the assets या from the assets, so that would be revenue receipts or revenue profit, income, etc. and same as question number 13, subsidy received from government for plot of land. अब now you may consider that plot is one of the capital assets और इस पर आपको सब्सिडी मिली हुई है। तो जब आप सब्सिडी गेट यू विल गेट सब्सिडी ओवर द प्लॉट ऑफ लैंड, तो लैंड इज वन ऑफ द कैपिटल एसेट्स, देयरफॉर इट विल बी कैपिटल एसेट्स। मीन्स क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 का आंसर ए शुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन। एंड डियर स्टूडेंट, इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 14, जनरल सब्सिडी रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट इज। अब जनरल सब्सिडी गवर्नमेंट से रिसीव किया गया है यहाँ पर, और ये नहीं आपको बताया कि किस टाइप की सब्सिडी रिसीव किया गया है, यानी इट इज इन नेचर ऑफ रेवेन्यू एसेट्स, रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंसेज और कॉस्ट ऑफ एनी कैपिटल, एनी एसेट्स, कैपिटल एसेट्स। तो इन सच कंडीशन इट मे बी revenue receipts and capital receipts both, but maximum in case you get subsidy from the long term assets, right? So there should be A, the correct answer for question number 14. And question number 15, bad debts recovered is, my dear, bad debts is one of the revenue expense that is debited to your profit and loss account. Same as if you get something over that return of bad debts, so that would be credited to your profit and loss account, right? अब यहाँ पर बैड डेट्स रिकवर दिया है, इट मीन्स कि आप इस अमाउंट को प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में क्रेडिट करेंगे। So that is the income of a business, so that should be considered as a revenue receipts, not a capital receipts, right? Next है scrap value of machinery. तो machinery has some scrap value at the as a residue value at the last expiry date of the assets. So this amount will also be capital receipts. ये भी आपकी क्या हो जाएगी, कैपिटल रिसिप्ट्स हो जाएगी, बिकॉज मशीनरी इज वन ऑफ द कैपिटल एसेट्स एंड व्हाट एवर यू गेट एट द लास्ट मोमेंट ऑफ द रेजिड्यू, so that would be also treated in the machinery account, and machinery account is one of the assets account. So therefore it should be as a capital receipts. And this is last question of this MCQ series, that in case of question number 17, premium received on the issue of share. So there you know that share is one of the part of capital, and you get premium over the share. Premium is the amount that is received in excess of the face value of a share, right? So excess of face value of share, it means you will get capital, extra capital. This extra capital is one of the capital receipts, not a revenue receipts. And dear students, these all questions, MCQ questions, are having a great importance for all of the competitive examinations students like TGT, PGT, UP, CPT, CS, CMA Foundation, B.Ed entrance, MCOM entrance, accountants, banks, and so many, UGC NET, UPPCL, etc. So many other examinations like BCom, BBA, 11th, and etc. These all students can be benefited with the help of these MCQ series. Be continued with us. Be continued with us. हमारे साथ आप लगे रहें। कोई भी एग्जाम देने जाएं, सबसे पहले हमारे MCQ से होकर गुजरा करें। विश्वास माने आपको ये MCQs और ये सीरीज माइलस्टोन का काम करेगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय श्री राम।